Okay, so now we're back at it. I might have an intro, outro verse, especially if I go with 8 lovers. Lovers, um, will be so obvious. It shouldn't take too much. Shouldn't hurt. You need to go reverse on the other side. One thing I could mitigate how many responses there are by making sure the opposite wall only activates when the other four are successful. Okay. Um, you remember what I settled on already, right? Maybe this conversation is too long. Maybe this conversation is too long. I created the first 2 lines and even what the cont puzzle would entail, and I believe it's in the history of this conversation. But maybe we hit the context window limit. Yeah, quite long now. Here, let me see. If that's the case, then I'll have to start a new. It is weird because I'm sure last night Oh, let's see if I can find it in here. Let's group find squares. Can't find squares at all in here? Did I just do ChatGPT? Well, it can be just ChatGPT. That's not what I spent last night doing. Last night I spent. There's thing point. Yes. Or close. What's it? Oh. Yeah. I'm not sure if. Okay, the backstory. Okay. Bear isn't even in there. Why is it not in there? I spent all that time last night, and it wasn't just ChatGPT. I know that. Riddle pieces. Okay, that's when it came up with its own deal. Then that. That's so weird, honestly. Hmm. I mean, I'll here. Let me check real quick with ChatGPT because I'm pretty sure. Not that I didn't talk with it because I did. I pull up ChatGPT, but that was the old thing. But with I was on dang it. I had it was like 3.5 hours dang it, last night. It keeps key. Okay. Okay, so wait, are we that far down? That is so weird. See something here for a quick second. Uh, uh so that's what that ticks me off. Wait a minute. No, no, no. Wait and click adventure. Oh, that's just because that is correct. It's the same as Okay, this is. Wait, wait a second. This was just a conversation about dwarfs. Okay. I spent all last night and some time into this morning discussing this with you. We settled on something, and I had 2 lines already for the first two, and then 2 lines to work on afterward. I'm not sure why I'm not seeing it, because I spent all night last night discussing it. The point and click game. Purpose closed, being used by base. Locked in tight. Steven John, got it. Count. Setting up. 1 in 10 big reveal. Use Roland's intro scene. Transition. Puzzle integration. We stuck currently implementing. Hold on, a lot of work. Okay. Okay, all these pictures are not Grok imagined, so that's good. These are actually ones they pull up from the internet, I think. Point click. More solid, roll in. 3 ways in. Okay. Start back channel, event path style. Okay. Okay, this is still part of the earlier part of the conversation here. Phase 1, okay. Decision point A. Riddle pieces. The actual sconce puzzle, I'm gonna need 3 pages as well. Okay. Stack type pattern is clever. In case right now I'm still working on figuring out how Roland finds out these little pieces of riddle and puts them together. Okay, let me see what I said there. These 3 separate books for riddle pieces originally is going to be long. Okay. Cross-referencing footnotes, marginal annotations, slack type pattern employed after all the pieces. Option 3, different books. And so that, event past flow. I might include 5 books in here. It's not really a problem. Got it. 5 books. Okay, got it. Event pass flow, order pages. Let's focus on how Roland finds the riddle. Dang. Everything going good? Everything's going good. Uh, no jerk vibes at all. Okay. Ethan, where is it? That's a good thing. I'll probably come with my own title, but you give me the idea of the approaches. Probably be some backtracking, although I don't know it would be a problem if you're able to read. Okay. More or less what I'm thinking. More likely they'll look through all the books at least once, so all the hints are there. Okay, got it. Didn't think of it correctly. So yeah, it would depend on how many actions. Okay. This is when I was thinking about the numbers. Uh, 3 steps. Yeah, really, I don't want to be able to figure out. Looks like possibly the stream. Okay. Anyways, I want to some. Okay. 5, not 10. 16 combos. For a rhyming riddle, 2 lines rhyming each other. But I will think of the riddle later. I need to go now. Thanks for the help. Okay. Another bonus. Okay, welcome back. Alright. This week's been. I might have an intro now, but especially you go the 8 levers. It'll be so obvious that I won't. Shouldn't take too much time for you. Need to go to reverse on the other side. One thing that could mitigate how many sconces there are. The opposite wall only activates when the other force are successful. What? What the actual heck here? It's like something's missing. I have to check my. I have to check last night's stream. Saturday. Got to be in here. Saturday 14th, another bonus. I wonder. Let's check something out here. Let's see if I went to Grok on my own account, not my shared account. Things that come in. Okay, that was today. This is. Okay. So weird. Um. It's weird. It's like a whole section of discussion is gone. Um, I know that the stream is there, but not the text we were working on. Did I ever list... What was the last date I listed before today's Saturday, March 14th, 2026? Goats and bears. Okay, I'm gonna have to do something here, which means I probably won't get anything done right now, because Dad only sleeps for a certain amount of time if he sleeps. Okay, so I'm going to check my previous live streams, my previous live stream, content, live, see, three and a half hours last night. Wait, okay, wait a second. Hold on, I'm just, here, I'll show you what I'm doing. You don't think, now, because no audio here, but I'm trying to get to... This is just a chat replay here. Okay, keep crushing that phase 1 event pass. Alright, let's just go backwards then. If that's the case, that's what I ended up on. Nice clean number for rhyming pair. You're welcome. That is so weird. It talked to me about the puzzle. It kept calling the uh it kept calling the where I was trying to rhyme bears with square a slant rhyme because it's not quite a rhyme. It's not quite rhyming. And then I said that's why I turned it to plural with squares. Tool configurations, okay, still 4 instead of 5. No, what am I doing? That is so weird. I mean, I wonder if is that possible that it just got removed, deleted, or it didn't take? Because here is the end of the conversation. Yep, TTYL. Okay, here's the weird thing. So, the previous text just before today's, okay, Saturday the 14th, does this. I say, yep, TUIL, and you say, cool, TTYL, catch you whenever you're back in the stream or dropping in here. Keep crushing that phase 1 event pass. Now I'm looking at last night's VOD, and I start typing from that point, meaning there's a huge chunk of this conversation just gone for whatever reason. Let's go back. The first thing I typed last night was still Friday the 13th. Of March 2026. And it's approximately 10:16 p.m. And I'm back for a bonus session tonight. Is it possible a whole section of conversation got deleted? Quite likely. A large chunk of the conversation is mystery and not visible to you right now. Platform interface truncation. Many chat UIs only load a limited scrollback window. Once a thread exceeds, get unloaded hidden until you scroll up. Session tab refresh or device switch. If you closed, reopen the tab, switch devices, or app refresh. It often reloads only recent context. Context window limit on my side. I mean to continue across sections extremely loud threads. No exactly deleted. Scroll all the way up. Refresh the page, restart the app, log out and back in. Check if the platform has a load more or beautiful history button. I might do that, but it's just strange to me. I went all the way through the back scroll. Everything is there except what we did last night. Let's see. Does it? I don't know. I don't know if YouTube auto transcripts these, but show transcript. Actually, here, here. I'll show you the transcript. I almost always, if I link the video, would you read the transcript? But not on YouTube. Well, analyze this anyway and see if you can tell me anything. Yeah, frame audio extraction, that's fine. It actually has a transcript, a thing that you can actually look at. So VDs, you're building you deep iterating of the smuggler's gate sounds mechanics lean towards sequence of pulling order matters, reset wrong tries, poor sconces, potential expansion, and poor activates post success. Riddle styles King's Quest, indirect rhyming, including the pulling order. Uh, biblical twist. It's not really what I meant, but tripped him up. So I didn't. Let me pull up the relevant text from the transcript correctly. Hold on. Actually, if I add it as, if I could manage to copy the whole thing, would it be better uploaded as a personal file or simply pasted in the chat window, or uploaded to this chat directly? It's sure to medium length, pasted in text. It's super long, whole transcript, multiple pages, pasting works too, but break it in chunks when needed. Uploading as a personal file isn't supported. It's no file. It's not true. Okay, so let's see something here. Is there a way to download the transcript, or do I have to? Uh, Three bears. Okay. Do you have a thing about copying? Okay, let's see something here. How do I copy a YouTube video transcript or save new file? Show transcript. Oh, I can just do that, huh? All right. Where's show transcript? See if I can select all. I can't select all. Let me expand this out here a little bit here. Let's show transcript. What? Why is it showing it on this stupid thing here? Over here. Well, that works. I can copy that, can't I? Copy. Let's put this in a text file first. Oh, man. Okay. If these all end in seconds, okay. Okay, fine. Control. How many lines are there? There are a lot of lines. 900. Oh, let's see something here. Quit doing that. So I have to manually do this, but we'll see. All right. Oh, I see. No way to modify that stupid panel, though. 2 minutes. Okay. Okay, so fine. Fine. Seconds. And what's it? Control H. Replace with seconds. Space. Place all. Okay, now find second. There. We're gonna, I guess, match. Where's the match case? That's the one. Um, replace with second. We'll just replace all. Oh, select all. Paste. Okay, so seconds, and we want to match forward. Okay. Oh, that doesn't work. Why? Because they're run-ons. Ticks me off. Okay, let's do it like this. Seconds. We're gonna replace this with seconds dash dash that. Place all. And then we're gonna go and find second. And actually, we're not gonna paste. Go find second. Let's just, I don't know, manually do it, I guess. Uh, I'm gonna stretch this all the way across. You won't even be able to see it, but give me a second. Uh, oh, minutes, huh? Second. Minutes. I'll have to ignore the timestamps. I don't know why it says you can't upload, because clearly you can in some instances here. Okay. Um, what line are we on? Where is the thing that tells you the lines you're on, doggone ya? Line 607. Okay, I got it. Gonna try this anyways. Um, almost. Almost there. All of them are like 1 second. I could actually have that. But now I'm almost there to the end here, so it's not gonna matter. Okay. 190 pages. We're gonna try to save it as text file though. Save as uh save as favorites, Enchanted Lands, design documents. We're just gonna call this March 13, 14, 2026 on stream 270 part 3 txt. Okay, I'm gonna try to upload it. Let's that let's just go ahead and close this right now. Okay, so I'm gonna attach a file, load a file. I'm gonna go to favorites. This one. Open. Okay. Here's the transcript. Analyze, please. Please disregard the timestamps or any run on lines. I couldn't copy just the text. I had to select it and copy manually and then edit the run on timestamps to line. Some of my dialogue wasn't picked up by the auto transcriber. Okay, that's so weird. Retry. No response. I just uploaded a text file. Admittedly, it's almost 1,000 lines long, and tried to get you to analyze it, and all I got was no response. Well, it wasn't the paste, it was a file. Okay, well, so 44K characters. Wonder how many is in that file. And character counter. Let's see what happens. Select all. Copy. Paste. Oh. I see. 86K. 86 plus K characters. I got it. Okay, let me chunk it. I couldn't copy the transcript from the video except manually. So it even has all timestamps and everything. So a bunch of extra characters it doesn't need anyway. Sections one at a time. Okay. I'm going to upload. Okay. I can upload one file or many. Can I upload all the chunks at the same time? That is, or attachments or whatever. When I hit the paper clip icon in the same message. Yes, so you can upload multiple chunks in one message. Send the paperclip icons before setting the platform handles multiple attachments. Handle them together. Well, it was in there at least. Oh, what? Okay, let's go back to the text. All right. We have 970 lines. New. I don't know, maybe I should do a fifth at 200 lines. All right, let's go. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to go to 800. Is this the end of the transcript? Or okay. Page. We just want to go to 800. Yeah. 800. Cut. Paste. All right. Let's go ahead and go to 600. Cut. Paste. Then we're going to go to 400. Cut. Paste. Now we're going to go ahead and move to 200. Cut. Paste. Okay. Okay. So okay, part three is part three. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and save it. Okay, and then file, save as. Uh, two. Save. Okay. Save as. This would be 3. Save. Save this is 4. Save as 4. And save this as 5. Save. Okay. Let's close this. Let's go to go cancel. Let's go favorites, design docs. Actually, let's rename this one just to keep parity with the others. Okay, so let's go ahead. We'll try again. This time in parts, there are 5 parts, and each with underscore or and a number for each. So 1, 2, exe, etc. Okay, are we ready for me to send them? Upload a file, go down to the deals, open. It's not going to open. All right, fine. It won't allow me to do all 5, so I'll do them consecutively in order. Is that okay? It's getting me, it's making me mad. I'm getting kind of angry. Angry. Okay, let's go ahead and tap upload a file. Upload 1, open. 2. Oh, it'll let me do that though. 3, open. 4, open. It let me attach one at a time, but the same message. So you should be able to check the order by 1 through 5. Okay, let's see if it got all of it. You know, to summarize this, fine. The little transient outlines perfectly. Some manual timestamp cleanup needed, but the riddle evolution is clear. Recap, riddle intent, full order, original draft, main issue led to obscure, even for AIs, placed in the past. Later pivot, fairy tale trios, indirect without saying 3, 4 quarters, 4 sided squares, all things being equal, like the sides of all squares, slant rhyme. That's not true. It's not a slant rhyme. It's a rhyme with bears. Bears and squares rhyme. You like the chain, feel, trio, 4 equal, considering ended sleepy, planning to sleep on it, find better pairs, singles for line 3 to keep consistency, current state bounce. Okay, so squares and bears are not slant rhymes. In fact, well, okay. I don't know if the transcript did it correctly, but at some point I said I changed from square to squares because square is a near rhyme to bears. The way I did it was with the flourish, like the sides of all squares. Anywho, those first two lines are good. So now I need to come up with some odd pairs that someone can figure out I mean 2 by. Okay. I don't need this right now. Yeah, it's probably awake by now. Does pairs and squares rhyme? Bravely will say it'll rhyme. Giving stairs, calling, collecting fares, stuffing the squares, millionaires everywhere. Okay. Okay, cool. Thanks. Okay, it should stop calling it. Pairs and squares rhyme, don't they? I mean, what it knows of rhyming, it doesn't know rhyming by listening to it, but pairs and squares. Perfect rhyme in English. Pairs, squares. There, yep. Uh, sorry, that doesn't. No thanks. I'm just confirming something. Brock keeps calling it a slant rhyme because originally it was square and bears and square. They don't quite rhyme, but near enough. I changed it, but Brock still keeps calling it slant. Oh wow, that was loud. Dad's definitely awake now, and that means I didn't get anything done because I was trying to upload the stupid thing. For when you change, yep. Reasons LLMs do this is remembering the earlier pairing containing the same classification. Models loosely label plural rhymes as near rhymes even when they're technically perfect. Yeah. Okay. I should tell it to stop. Well, it's going to have to be things that actually come in pairs, not that are singular, separate, 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 separate single items frequently used together. Because remember, we want the reader to infer the number 2 without saying 2. But I will allow anything that means to, for instance, duet, duo, pair, etc. Got it. Strict pairs are things that inherently mean 2 as a unit, not just items often used together. This comes in number 2 without naming it. Socks, pants, or trousers. One garment but 2 legs, pair of scissors, 2 blades, always pair of dice, pair of twins. Yeah. The third comes scissors and trousers. There. Pair of scissors cuts with both blades. Bookends. So the third line describing the third in sequence. The third is of how can I press SCIO? No wonder I was. Anyways, the third is of scissors and trousers and bookends. However, I'll need something that rhymes with ends, but also means single or one. Okay. Under Q. J. And the rest. It's bears. One presence. Final error is No, no. Can use anything but the number 2 directly. And can you think of any other words that rhyme with ends or mens? Live stream, but I have to get off since Dad woke up. Wasted all my time trying to recover a chunk of conversation on rock that I had on the stream last night. Managed to copy the whole transcript manually, by the way, and then clean up the run-on sentences. The times stamps actually ran onto the dialogue transcript line. And then had to chunk it because that was a total of almost 1,000 lines. Finally got it in there and he woke up. Okay, tens. Quick list of Ben's friends. Friends. No, that won't work because more than one. You'll need one friend. At least one friend. Pretends. Solo. I'm still thinking. Finally, will stay single without any friends. Might work. Potential. It's got the only solitary vibe for one, and friends gives a clean near rhyme. Friends ends, bookends, friends. Oh. Huh. Gotta think this. Gotta think this up. Gotta think this. Think. Shoes and trousers. Oh, bookends. Anything inherently in singles. I mean, you can say anything really, but unicorn unicycle. Okay, this might unicorn. Scissors and trousers. Spectacles. Monologue. Singleton. Lone wolf. Bachelor. Solitaire. Monolith. Hmm. Eh, It's still a stretch. Um, do we have anything that rhymes with wolf? Let's do something possible with lone wolf. Aloof proof. Oh, wolf. So, uncouth. Bone's gonna have more. No. Hmm. Oh, that's gonna work either. Scissors and trousers. Shorts. That gun it. Dang, I need to think. There's some way we could work joint into the pair thing and not joint as in playing or a uh and not a joint meaning some place, but could we that with pairs cross joint hinge connection door joint elbows knees Joints bend in pairs, elbows and knees. Well, I was getting to maybe rhyming joint with the point, but I don't know if I can make that work either. No. Elbows and knees, they bend at the joint. Elbows and knees, they bend at the joint. This doesn't seem like it would be too hard as long as you realize that it's representing a number. All humans have two elbows and two knees, and a joint connects two, so it might work. The likely mountain ends at a single solitary point. Not sure if that's great or not, but it seems to work okay. Of a square. Yep. The joint, pinnacle of the mountain ends at a single solitary point. Check the note. Solitary might be a touch redundant with single. Product weight. I'll have to recent 380, 387. 387. That's a lot. Write it out and see how it sounds back to me. Okay, So firstly, firstly involves pigs, goats, and bears. Then, all things being equal, like all sides of all squares. Uh, Next, elbows and knees, then at the joint. And finally, a mountain ends at a single point, ends at a solitary. Stops at a single solitary point. Firstly involves pigs, goats, and bears. And all things being equal, like all sides of all squares. Next, elbows and knees that bend in uh, elbows and knees. We'll say that bend at the joint. And finally, a mountain stops at a single solitary point. Finally, a mountain stops at a solitary point. Finally, a peak stops at a single solitary. Stops at a single point. Stops at a solitary point. Finally, a peak ends at the point. Bend at the joint, and finally a peak. Finally, a mountain peak ends at a a point. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not 100% satisfied, but it does its job. Maybe I might do it. And finally, a mountain peak ends at the point. Interface chain there. Pigs, goats, and bears. Solid, direct, 3 fairy tale vibe. All things being equal at the sides of all squares. Good, indirect, 4. Quality of 4 sides. Plural squares reinforces it without saying 4. Line 3, elbows and knees that bend at the joint. Clear pair logic. 2 elbows, 2 knees. Joints connect pairs. Fits body theme naturally. Mountain peak ends at the point. Strong singleton peak, 1 point. Point rhymes decently with joint when spoken. Overall, flow consistency progresses from stories, geometry, body, nature without huge leaps. The rhyme is slant. Where's the slant? transition from body. Firstly, none of these are slant rhymes. They're all perfectly rhymed. Bears rhymes perfectly with squares. Okay? Joint rhymes perfectly with point. Each grouping doesn't have to do with each other than they each point to a single number. Like the sides of all squares almost gives it a Dr. Seussian quality. My only problem is the last line doesn't quite flow naturally. The rhyme is fine, but it doesn't Dr. Seuss at all. Each point is... Those are full rhymes, not slants. Good catch. That strengthens Dr. Seuss. Just balance all things is the strongest part. Repetitive, playful, almost tongue twistery. The first two lines have a whimsical momentum, but line 4 drops it a bit. The mountain begins at the point. It's clear, but the phrasing needs more straightforward. Feels more straightforward. At last comes the peak with its one. You can't put one though. You can put single though. Summit stands high on a single sharp point. That's actually not bad. I like the summit one. I'll have to take that one. It gives it an extra Seuss quality and still rhymes joint and point. Summit. Stands high. A single on a single sharp point. Okay, I like that one. I like that. It firstly involves pigs, goats, and bears, then all things being equal like the sides of all squares. Next, elbows and knees that bend at the joint, and finally the summit stands high on a single sharp point. Copy. Playful, was good. Yeah, I think this works. Might tweak the last one later, as it's a little too long to still flow, but I like the extra syllables in single sharp point. Solid. Okay. Solid reference chain. Finally, the summit high. Finally, the summit Okay. Okay, my time is up. Thanks. Let's go ahead and hit paste. And we're going to save this, and that's going to be that. And I'm going to say thanks, everybody, if anybody's watching or has watched, and I will see you later. Thank you for watching bonus part 3.